ASMR, and today we are listening to limerence again because it's the holidays and it's my channel and I want to express myself through the positivity of the 10-hour limerence loop video that I watch. For this video specifically, we're gonna need all our chakras to be in alignment. You will not need your Oculus Rift. You can put your Oculus Rift away for later. Because we're going to be traveling into the future, and we don't need things like Bitcoin. Our pineal glands will become unthawed. So if your glands are calcified, no worries. They're going to be uncalcified through the power of positivity, love, flow state. There's a little thing called flow state that we're going to talk about, and openness, and all kinds of things. So I want to share with you my feeling of the energy of 2025, some of my New Year's resolutions, and just some of what I've been thinking about lately. So I have a notebook here. I'm going to read from it. It's where I have written everything down, all my things, my resolutions. This is my notebook. I've been writing in this thing every day. Check her out. Very academic with this spiral notebook. But in my New Year's resolutions, I have one really specific goal, which I'm scared to say. It involves me finishing a project I've been working on, and I'm superstitious about it. She doesn't feel ready to be named and to be said, but I'm working on this thing that I'm making, and that I have a goal, but the other things are less specific. And the first one that I have in my notebook is that I will put out in 2025, I will put out loving, generative energy and attract the next phase of my artistic and meaningful career with a sub-point that says that I will express myself in the aim for a PhD, but that through the act of preparing and expressing myself for a PhD, I might end up attracting something completely different. So the way that I express myself, it flows or it doesn't. For example, this ASMR channel is happening. I find that I'm able to sit and talk to you and write my ideas down, and that is happening. It's just flowing. I have this second channel which I've been wanting to start, which is like a normal, I would speak in my normal voice. It is not happening, and I think that's really interesting. Why I have paralysis. I try and change the format and it doesn't come out, and it doesn't come out. I'm releasing it. I am releasing it. The ways in which I'm speaking are happening via this channel and writing. I have so many documents that a lot of the things I write are like the polished, more academic, researched versions of what I talk about here. And I am doing that on my own, organically, without anyone telling me to do that. So I'm building a portfolio. The police are the police. I've got my favorite pencil, this blue one. This is my favorite pencil. To help me say to you that is happening and what is not. I honestly believe, like, as a rule, that sometimes if you say to yourself that you want something, but it is just not happening, and it's not happening for years across a variety of settings and contexts, it could be a sign that the thing you're telling yourself is like a story. It's more aspirational, it's coming from outside of you, and it could be more of like a dream if you were somebody else. And I feel like I've had all these things I've wanted for myself, but it's never flowed. And those have all been things that I look back on, and it just wasn't me. That just wasn't gonna be it. And so now I feel like the things that are flowing, it's easier. I feel motivated, I feel inspired. So ASMR and writing, my goal is to get some of that writing published, and become a little more academic. I have a complicated relationship with academics, but I want to write and I want to get published. So I want to come from a place of passion and love and desire and follow that flow to where it's actually generating something. Something is growing. It isn't just an idea, but it's manifested. And that's what I'm going to do, because if I'm in that flow state of positivity and enjoyment, that's like a destination in itself. And whatever comes to me after that is meant for me. And that's what I'll do. So that's goal number 1, is be in a bit of a state of generative positive energy. The next one is be present in the flow state, and instead of reacting to things, continue to flow. Don't get dammed up, and be curious. This one is major. I'm a highly reactionary person. I will just fly into emotionality, and that lacks curiosity. That feels like the world is determined for you, and anything it gives you, anything another person gives you, is so heavy. And then I feel like I have to just carry it around. This year, 2024, was the first year that I was able to take something that somebody gave me, have my emotional reaction, but not get stuck there and like swirl down into a drain. I got to keep going and wonder about it and be curious about my own feelings, about the other person's motivation, and really kind of like unbox the thing and repackage it in a way that's like not as heavy for me. This is very general and non-specific, but possible, really possible, and that is a thing that I would like for myself in 2025. And I feel like 2024 was such a Monday. It had such a Monday energy that like fence to climb over. That the rest of the week is kind of what I feel like is waiting for me in 2025. The energy of like moving through, just moving. So I want to show you some pictures that kind of go with my last thing. This is a bench that I really like. I found this is a picture of the bench. I've been taking these pictures like with my camera and then printing them out, but it's just a normal bench, right? got all these things on it, these like little plaques, and they're all people's resolutions. So here's a resolution right here. Pete somewhere else says, I will take Susan on a balloon ride to fulfill a wish of hers. And it's on the bench. Isn't that amazing? Another one says, I will develop my internet skills to my own and others' benefits. How sick is that? How awesome is that? Look at this one. Okay, this says, I will raise awareness of the music of Mark Bolan. Who the heck is Mark Bolan? I will raise awareness. Look what happened. Here I am telling you this on the internet. Okay, I've googled Mark Bolan. It's T-Rex. This person, Philip Robinson, will be happy to know that the movie Longlegs has helped Mark Bolan get out there in a way that he wasn't already. Here's another one. I took a picture. This is Rosemary Hatfield, and she says, I will always try to be helpful to others and be cheerful. That's just so cute. My third resolution is that I want to suspend all narratives about myself and others and feel love for the other, and care for myself and be in relationship with the other. And the other is people, but it's also like cappuccinos and museums and like grass and whatever else I encounter, is suspend a narrative about these things and continue to fall in love with the world around me. Because we all deserve good things, like really good things. I've had enough of having uncharitable narratives about myself. They're too heavy to carry around. They don't make any sense anymore. And the mind will be playing some foolish games on you, I swear. Because the way that we perceive things is so incredibly prismatic that I'm a little over myself. I'm a little sick of myself, to be honest. And I'm just interested in suspending a narrative and making room for a lot of ambiguity. I took a picture of a few things. One was these church doors. Look at them. They like open up like this. Can you see? And it's beautiful outside. It's so beautiful. I love this picture. Like, this is how I'm trying to be in 2025. This is the vibe for 2025. There's not an Oculus Rift in sight in this photo. It's just beautiful. I also took a picture of this handwriting. Check this out. This was in an old church. It's a close-up of a book. And I just think it's so pretty. It's just so gorgeous. Yeah, I really love it. Check out this door in Dover. Or it's like, it's this archway built into a wall. I took this picture in Dover. I think it's really haunting and cool. But I am not interested in myself anymore. I am interested in, like, I've already put my little placeholder where, like, I'm a complicated person. The only narrative is that there is competing narratives. Done. Period. Move her off my desk. And now I only care about being in relationships with ships. With ships and churches and taking pictures. Like, I'm getting older. I have no time for any of that old stuff anymore. I took more pictures. I have huge stack of photos. But look at these. These are like the beginning of chestnut pods, like the chestnut, like the baby chestnut is in here. And then it gets bigger and it turns brown and then it falls off the tree. And then the squirrels go eat it. But yeah, I have this huge stack of photos. I've just been taking them everywhere I go and then printing them out. This was also in Dover. To get up to the castle, it was like a pilgrimage, like going way up there. And then I got up there and it was this beautiful view. Like, why do I need to be worried about myself when like this world exists? Like, that's nuts. I'm gonna be such a freak in like the end of 2025. Somebody check up on me. Like, if I'm wearing meditation beads, I don't know. Check back on me in a year. If I'm drinking like yerba mate and wearing a turtleneck, come get me. Because if I fall too far into the flow state, come get me. It's easy to do. I feel like guru territory is so fascinating. You'll meet someone and like some philosophies are very appealing and very shiny. It takes a sharp turn. I feel like being in LA for so long made me aware of this. Yeah. Also, in the flow state, I did purchase something which is wild. Don't be too scared, but it is a Bible. It's the most beautiful Bible I've ever seen. It has a mother of pearl cover. Look at this cover. It's stone. It's heavy. It's gorgeous. See that? And the back. The color of the pages. It's almost like a moth, like the wings of a moth. There's also a note, a handwritten note, that's quite revealing. It was written in 1975. Right? Yeah. It's this handwritten note. It's a little bit vague, it's very religious, and it seems to be a man begging a woman not to leave him and his son. Quite revealing. But I'm quite Gnostic. I'm into myth. I'm into Jung. I do not believe in literalism. I've talked about this on this channel. It's a major. I don't do literalism. I think literalism is a plague on human thinking and flourishment. Period. I don't have much nuance on that topic. So that's the POV that I approach the Bible from. And the best resource I have found to approach the Bible from someone who is me is this. Let me get it. This is the Cultural Backgrounds Study Bible. It's a beast. It's very heavy. It essentially takes every single part of the Bible and gives you the history, including the mythological origins and history of everything. Like, even this talks about, like, in the beginning, or without form and void, like as non-existence in Mesopotamian culture and Egyptian culture being not that it doesn't exist, but that it doesn't have a purpose or a function, which is why some of the words for nothingness or non-existence are the same as desert. These kind of places that don't have a role, that don't have a purpose. So this thing just provides such a depth of knowledge. Anyway, I won't get too much into it, but it's like the fact that you can take something so literally. and just close your eyes to the history and the meaning and culture makes no sense to me. So I am into the Bible in a weird way, and like Christ consciousness in a weird way. But I do feel like I need to be constantly swinging between these different areas of focus so that my personality does not become neurotic and stagnant in a particular philosophy or particular way of living. I don't know if that's universal, but I just know for me, that's what I'm saying. If I start getting too into the flow state, come pull me out of the water, please. It's like time to get out of the pool because my personality will become neurotic. Yeah, I think it's good to build in some motion and some diversity. So 2025 for me is all about that lightness, being light, not carrying things that are too heavy, dispelling what is heavy, and replacing that with things that keep energy moving, which is curiosity and connection and like relationship. These are things that like are generative and build, and they rely on desire, and they rely on passion and curiosity about the world around you. So that's the broad picture of 2025. The specifics are under that. Like, there's things I want to see, there's things I want to do. I want to eat more chocolate. I do. I love chocolate. I want to have more tea. I want to do more British things. And I want to just experience love of those specific things under this umbrella of the flow states. I want to share one more thing with you from the bench. This is from Richard Angel. This is the resolution of Richard Angel. This is from the year 2000. It's going to be 2025. In the year 2000, Richard Angel said, "We will overcome all obstacles and carry on together forever." Well said. I think that's the perfect way to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to make more videos coming from the flow state. I hope that you are able to find some peace and some rest no matter where you are and what you are up to. And I hope that your New Year's is amazing. The caffeine is in the flow state, PhD level, generative flow state, and that means I'm gonna film more videos. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope that you're having a good day or a good night, and I will see you in the next video.